So yes, I just started my job with the Center for Northern Studies, Centre d'études nordiques en français. So I'm based in Kujurapi-Kwamastu, and we have a couple of stations in Nunavik, in Kujurapi-Kwamastu, in Omioyak, Saluit in the Hudson Strait, one into the Clearwater Lake, and one in Boniface. And we are planning to get a new one in 2 years in Kanisua-Lulujuak, George River. So we are extending our station in Nunavik, and also we have station in Baffin Island, Pido, and Warrens, close to the North Pole, 82 latitude. So I'm very pleased to be there, grateful. I'm very, very concerned, and for me it's it's a very nice opportunity to meet all of you stakeholders. It's discover for me. I was just arrived in Nunavik 2 years and a half, and I start to work with youth. So I was very involved to allow students to make outdoor and science activities. So I start to make Jeune Caribou project, like allow students to skiing between communities by cross-country skiing and trying to valorizing the Inuit culture. And when I was in Kuujjuaq, and finally I could moved in Kuujjuaq, where during 1 year I was fostering kids to going outside and to learn about the science and climate change issues, and how we can how they can contribute to make samples and to provide data for science and for their communities. So when I just listening all your presentation, I was very enthusiastic, because I realized that we could work all together, all the partners for the government, the public organization, private organization, and local organization. And as a new manager of the research center in Kuujjuaq, I'm the only worker of the Seine in the north. The rest of my team, they are in Quebec City. But as ambassador, I really want to create project together, and especially to involve students and Inuit and Cree people to collect data and to integrate their knowledge to evaluate all the climate change especially in Arctic. As you know, we are very impacted. We are very affected in the Nunavik and Nunavut and all the Manitoba and Ontario Arctic region. So don't hesitate to come to me to discuss about how we can start project together. But I really want to bring something new. As I mentioned before, I was working with youth and from Inuit and Cree, and I think we have a lot of potential in participative projects. For me, it's the key to be able to work together. Even if I'm French and I come from far, I'm not Canadian. I come from Alps mountains in remote region, so I understand what is it to live in a remote region. But even in this context, we can work together. So I think with the education aspect and with the Society of the Elders of the Arctic, and with Ocean North, or with all your partners here, I think we could create a program for students in Nunavik and Nunavut, for Inuit and Cree, and for Bajans too, and to be able to give something more relevant, more pertinent to kids, because for me, I realized that I got the chance to live with Inuit family. My ex-girlfriend was Inuit, and I have to learn a lot with the context. So I know it's just new to me to live in Nunavik, but I really want to stay here for long term, and I hope that you can trust that I do my best to put all stakeholders together, and I really want to help to make a change, especially for the youth, and because they have a lot of potential, and you know, if we can do more relevant and spatial projects, and like here, the CEN is working more especially about the land data, but I think we could contribute to bring some apps for the marine conservation. During the summer, I'm very focused to help the researcher for the logistic, to bring them on the island for the botanists, for the biology, for the ecology, geology. And you know, I host like 12 Japanese came at the station this year. So it was very intense for me, but I could have met a lot of people from everywhere in the world, and with a lot of knowledge about the Arctic. But I really want that integrate the Inuit and Cree knowledge in the science, traditional ecological knowledge in the study. So everything makes sense if we work all together. So it's hard. I was surprised, but Joel let me have a speech. But so I'm like, how we say, improvising. Sorry. So don't hesitate to come to me with me. I can give you my coordinates. But you know, if we can make together something like new program, new project, I'm willing for. And yes, thanks for your attention. I hope that my English wasn't too bad.
Thank you. It's really great to have Maxime working for Centre Études Nordiques. There's a lot of capacity there to offer research as well. Maxime was working with Youth Fusion, which is a partner that we work with. I think we haven't talked a lot about it yet, but the education side of things, we're bringing together traditional knowledge and science, and we want the next generation to be leading that. And so how can we create lesson plans? So Maxime was actually helping test some of the lesson plans that we've created with the Arctic Eider Society. Evan, who's been running around on the technical side, is the educational coordinator for the Arctic Eider Society. And we're working with the Katavik School Board, so bringing in the traditional knowledge and science that the hunters have been doing in the communities to teach youth about math and science and traditional knowledge. And so there's going to be lesson plans all throughout Nunavik based on that. And Evan's here now to talk to the teachers in Chisasibi and to start working on some lesson plans related to eelgrass and the monitoring as well. So it's really important to get youth to be engaged, because they're going to be the next ones. We create this stewardship, but they're going to be the next ones to lead this. And so we need to make that, to keep that into the conversation as well. So thank you.